And as promised, we have a guest on our show. Yes, as promised, we have a guest. Her name is Sylvia Chilande. And welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So, in a previous episode, we were talking about child free by choice.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is a topic that was raising so much questions,
Yeah.
and it somehow it is a new thing to some people. Yes, and so I decided that I look for you. At least you give us some insight about this talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, what can you say about being child free by choice?
I'm child free, living it and loving it.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Living it and loving
I've been
it.
child free for 2 to 3 years, 2 or 3 years, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
So that's when you made the choice to be child free.
yeah.
So what sijui kama mic itasikika vizuri but yeah, unaweza ongeza sauti kidogo because of the mic ni kama iko mbali kidogo. So you're saying you've been child free for 2 to 3 years. That's when you made the choice. So what motivated you to make that choice?
My biggest motivation was the pain that people talked about experiencing during childbirth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the pain of the ripping and the blood and the everything. I just did not want to be part of that.
But that's actually because you're delivering a baby, labor pains have to be there. But hiyo tu inaweza kufanya tu useme mimi sitaki watoto kabisa.
Like, okay, that's not the only reason I have of being child free.
Yeah.
I also enjoy spending time with myself. I don't think I'm capable of taking care of another person. But yeah.
So you feel you can't take care of another person.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like I can't take care of another person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiyo unaona watu hawezi sema is being selfish.
It's okay. You can call it selfish. You can call it what you want, but that's my reality.
Yeah. So far, do you face any challenges as a child free by choice person?
No, not really. Maybe you meet friends who don't understand your choice. People who tell you, oh, you'll change your mind, you're still young. Parents who don't understand you've made that choice. And I haven't met a lot of people that think the same way, that are also child free like I am.
Okay, but have you met child free by choice people?
No, I haven't. Not really. Only one.
Yeah.
I know only one person who's also child free, and he's male. So
A man. So it's not just about ati hii ni kitu tu ya madem ama ni kitu tu ya wanaume.
It's not. Being child free isn't for a particular gender. Anyone can be child free.
Na ingekuwa hii story ya maybe the labor pains. You know, people talk about it and it's been described as one of the worst pains anyone can endure, but still you find people still having going for the second, the third or the fourth baby. Yeah. So hapo unashindwa understand, is it see, I understand yani, because if you'd say that will discourage you from having a child, while someone endures it and after another 2 years goes back to the labor ward.
I also don't understand it, because when people talk about the pain, it's not something light. It's not something you can say nitavumilia. They talk about it with so much pain. Like it's painful. So I don't understand.
So you fear the pain.
Yeah, I don't understand why anyone will go for a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth child.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are complaining about the pain that comes with childbirth.
Okay, but as a child free by choice, is it say maybe you wouldn't just want a child of your own, but are you able to adopt a child?
Am I able to adopt a child? I don't know.
Uh,
I don't think I can.
Uh-huh.
I just don't want children
uh-huh.
in my life, not only mine, but other kids.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to that, I'd rather adopt than have any of my own. But I don't think I can
Oh.
be able to have a kid also who's adopted.
Okay. There's something, I don't know, we would say people misunderstand, or I don't know if that is the reality, that uh, child free people hate children. So is it a misconception that being child free by choice uh, person you hate children, or that is not the truth?
Being child free doesn't necessarily mean that you hate kids. You just don't want kids. But there are people who are child free who just hate children, and that's another thing on its own. There are child free people who just can't stand kids, who just hate children, and they are them. That's their choice. But being child free on its own doesn't mean that you hate kids. Personally, I don't mind children. I don't hate them. I don't quite particularly like them.
But you are once a child.
Yeah, you're going to die. Does that mean you like hanging around dead bodies? No. I was once a child, yes, but should I like kids because I was once a child?
Okay,
you're going to die. Why don't you go hang out with dead bodies in mortuaries and in graveyards?
Sijui niseme nini hapo. But that's so deep. Ati kama si to be child free means hatred to children. Yeah, you can love children, only that you have made a choice not to have any of your own.
Yeah.
Yes. So people should understand that to be child free by choice does not mean you have hatred towards children or you hate children. Yeah, I think you put it clearly.
There's some who hate kids.
Yes.
Now that's them. Yeah. It's not bad. You don't have to like kids. There's some who hate children. But generally, the child people just don't want any of their own.
Yeah, like there are people who only love their children.
Yeah,
they can't tolerate anybody
but
else's children. That happens. Yeah, it happens.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
If you love kids, you should love
all the children. Si ati partial, ati wewe unapenda tu watoto wako. So hii issue yani inaleta a lot of stories. Unajua maswali ziko mob, maswali ziko mob. And so one thing that most people say is to be child free by choice, that is being selfish. Yeah. So what can you say about that?
Being selfish, it's something that I get a lot, and I ask myself, selfish to who? Selfish how? If I don't have kids, how is it affecting you directly? Like how? You as Patrick, how is it affecting you that I don't have kids?
See, maybe because everybody has an ability to have a child. Yeah? Every human was given, or any animal was given the powers to procreate.
Okay.
Yeah, so probably...
Do you have a voice box? Do you have a voice? why don't you sing? Why don't you go and be like Whitney Houston? Everybody can sing, right?
Yeah.
But not everybody has the capability to sing and be a great musician. So just because you have something doesn't mean that you're supposed to just use it, or you're just supposed to do whatever you want with it. If you choose not to have kids, just because I have a uterus, just because I have a womb, doesn't mean that I should have children.
And when it comes to dating, is it something that comes up? Okay, are you dating? Okay, okay. Is it something that comes up, yeah, or may come up? Is it something that you discuss before getting into a relationship?
Yeah, it's something I discuss. Personally, I'd want a child-free partner to avoid any unnecessary arguments. A partner who's also child-free, who doesn't want any kids, just like I don't. It's something that comes up, and it's hard to find someone who actually doesn't want children.
Uh, there's a time kwa news. There's a professional wrestler, yeah, a WWE superstar, John Cena. Yeah, I think he's also child free by choice. So he actually broke an engagement just a few days to the wedding, simply because he chose to be child free, but the lady he was to marry wanted children. So that's why I was asking now when it comes to dating, because now we see these people, so many people are looking up to them, yeah, but now they cannot settle simply because their main bone of contention is children. The man doesn't want children, the lady wants children. So naona inaweza kuwa ni kitu, it would be affecting relationships and marriages. Yeah. So
What's the question?
oh, it's not a question, it was a comment.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
You have to live your reality.
Yeah.
You don't have to live for anyone. If you feel like you can't get into a marriage because of a certain something, there's no need for you to get into that union and you're not quite satisfied with how everything is. You can't get married because of an audience, because of your fans. It just won't work out.
So looking at the society we live in, is it something new or it's something that has always been there but people do not talk about it?
I think it's something that's always been there. Being child free, yeah, it's something that's always been there. In the olden times, olden days, I don't think there's such an option, because whether you wanted to, whether you did not want kids, you just had to have children. At least now you can say you don't want kids, and many will understand you. Maybe a few won't understand why. But back then, if you didn't want them, there's really no other option, because there were arranged marriages, or
And children were or even right now counted as blessings.
yeah. Now, if you get married, you're
And they're
expected to
blessings,
give
right?
birth.
Yeah.
I won't say that all kids are blessings. Some, nah, what about the serial killers? Are they also blessings? There was kids, and I don't think they're blessings to anyone.
The serial killers, are they children or they're grown ups?
No, so they were kids. They're children. They just fell from the earth. No, so they were born.
Yeah.
They were children. Then they grew up and became serial killers. They are 13-year-old murderers. So those are children.
Yeah.
I read somewhere 13-year-old stabbed.
But not everybody. Not in select cases. Cindy.
Nah.
Would you say in a million people, how many would turn to be serial killers? In a million.
I don't know about the statistics, but over the years,
in 10.
say maybe 5. I'd say 5.
You say
I'd say
in every
5.
5 people, in every 10 people, 5
Yeah.
are serial killers.
Yeah.
Aye.
Because there are a lot of serial killers. Okay, I don't know about the statistics. I don't know about iso logistics.
Yeah.
But I'd say a lot more people are serial, more than you think. More, at least someone has killed, even if they're not a serial killer, they have killed someone.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, swali jingine. Okay, in most cases, or people who do not understand that maybe someone made a choice to stay child free, yeah, uh, you find people thinking or assuming they are either barren or impotent. Yeah, is it a common misconception, or it is just my imagination?
Being barren or
Yeah,
impotent.
people like this, they feel you do not have children because you're not capable of having children.
If I find out right now I'm not capable, I'll be the happiest chick in the world because I don't want them in the first place. But there's some who will be so downed by that,
Yeah.
don't understand why, because they want the kids. So it doesn't, I don't think the two are related. You can be child free and you are capable of having kids, and you can be barren and you are not child free.
So, what advice would you give to any woman out there or any man out there who would want to, who has chosen to be child free?
You do you. That's the best decision you can make. For me, that's the best decision you can make. It has its very many disadvantages. No
Disadvantages?
advantages. It has very many disadvantages on its own. Nah, if that's how you feel, you should live your life. Yay, good for you.
Talking of these advantages, what are they?
You get to sleep in, you get to spend your money the way you want to, you get to eat whatever you want to, you get to go out whenever and whenever, wherever you want to. You don't have to plan for a babysitter. You get to keep all your money to yourself. You don't have to pay the school fees and the medical fees and you get to have your peace of mind. You get to be mentally stable on your own. You get to plan your day around yourself and around your schedule, not around your kids. And when you get your days off, you actually get to have your days off, not with kids, not with what.
Having your days off with kids, that's bonding.
Yeah, you bond, but there's still a nuisance.
Okay.
They're just a disturbance.
Okay, you're working hard, yeah? You're saving so much money, or you're having so much money. What happens to this money when you die? Who would use it?
You leave it to the charity organizations. At least it will help people, the homeless, the needy. You can leave it to such organizations. They'll put the money to good use. You can leave it to your kids. If you have kids, you can leave it to them, and maybe they squander the money that you worked so hard for. They go and just use it carelessly, and
So you'd rather give it to charity,
yeah,
or donation?
yeah, or donations. Yeah.
You listen, guys. This topic is so crucial. It's so crucial and so wide. And thanks you for watching. Always subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, see you on Let's Talk.
Bye.
Bye.